In this video, I want to explain how Alibaba works, how to find products you're looking to source, how to find suppliers to source those products, how to actually contact those suppliers, and of course, how to safely pay for your inventory. I'll also give you my 3 biggest tips that I wish someone told me when I first started sourcing from Alibaba. And if you stick with me till the end of the video, I'm including a free gift that'll help you stay organized when you're sourcing these products from overseas. My name is Mark and this is a new channel, so if you could help me out, hit the like button, and if just one person subscribes to my channel from this video, I'll continue to post about how to make more money on Amazon every week. So please hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe, and let's dive in. So just to be clear, your goal should be to look for suppliers who can source your products and ship it out for a price point that allows you to make at least a 25 to 33% profit margin, including FBA fees. For example, if we were selling a $10 item on Amazon, we want to find a supplier who can source and ship that product for under $3.33. Now with Alibaba, you can buy products at wholesale prices. There's a large selection of products, and the key thing here is that there's no branded products. So you can create your own brand and logo and have it put on products you get from Alibaba. This is what allows you to create custom products or private labeled products, and you can even use your own designs or logos that enables you to create your own branded products. Now in Alibaba, you actually find and work with manufacturers, so you have a chance to be involved in how your product is designed and built and shipped. And when you find a supplier on Alibaba, it's important to realize that you're working with a third-party factory that is not affiliated with Alibaba at all. Alibaba is not a retail website. Instead, it's like an online directory. They don't sell anything. Just like Amazon, who connects buyers and sellers, Alibaba connects sellers and manufacturers together. Now, anyone can create an Alibaba account for free, and you do not have to have a company, a seller's permit, or any credentials whatsoever. You don't need a website either. The only thing that an Alibaba supplier cares about is that you can buy consistently in bulk. And when I say bulk, that means on average, you're ordering about 500 to 1,000 units. Now, if you just ask them and try to negotiate, you can actually order smaller quantities, around 200 to 300 for a reasonable price. So the first thing that you need to know is your product niche. Ideally, you should already know your product niche or potential product before you go and use Alibaba. After all, one of the first things to do when you're starting an online store is you have an idea of what you're going to sell. This should be established before spending time on Alibaba. And if you're trying to figure out what product to sell on Amazon, down below I've included a link to my product research course that you can get access to for free. You can access this free course in the video description or down in the comment section. Now, it's not explicitly necessary to join Alibaba in order to look for suppliers or products. However, if you plan on using some of Alibaba's other services like the Trade Assurance, you will eventually need to set up an account. So one of the best things that you could do before you head over to Alibaba actually is to set up a separate email account. Once you're active on Alibaba and looking for suppliers, you will get a ton of emails. This is kind of annoying. So a separate account specifically for Alibaba can help keep those emails from taking over your entire inbox. So put your email in and then verify it. Next, you'll have to provide all other information, including your location, the fact that you're a buyer, your company name, and more. And as soon as you confirm, you're ready to go. And if you don't have a company name just yet, just add a placeholder name for now. It doesn't really matter. When it comes to looking for a specific product on Alibaba though, there's actually 2 ways to find suppliers to source your product. You can search by product keyword or by supplier. The easiest way is searching by product keyword. So if you're looking to source product from Alibaba on Amazon, search by using the best keyword. And when I say keyword, I mean what is the best way to describe that product, then search for it on Alibaba. For example, let's say I'm wanting to sell this basket. I can search for this product on Alibaba by typing in wicker basket with lid. There have only been a few times I've searched for products on Alibaba by keyword search and haven't found the specific product I was looking for. How I got around that was searching for the product by using other keywords. I usually just find a competitor listing on Amazon, then copy and paste some of the keywords in the title to see if that will pull up the product I'm looking for. I think my biggest realization from sourcing products on Alibaba for years now is that 99% of the time, the prices that you see on Alibaba do not reflect the real price of the product. If I message the supplier directly and ask them, what is the price? It's almost always cheaper than what they display on Alibaba. I am not sure why this is, but it's just something I've always noticed. And so when I'm trying to decide if it makes sense to source a product or not, I never ever pay attention to the surface level prices that are displayed on Alibaba. I wait until I message them first. Then I make a decision based off what they tell me. So what exactly should you be basing your judgment on with which supplier to use? It really depends on these things. It depends on the price point. It depends on the product lead time, meaning how long will it take to create the product, depends on the shipping rate, and how well they communicate with you in terms of response time. And so when you do decide to contact the supplier, all you need to do is press chat now or contact supplier. And if you're wondering, what should I say to them? Let me share with you this quick story. When I started selling on Amazon, I got a hold of this long detailed supplier template with 10 to 20 questions ranging from what's the price, how long have you been in business, what kind of packaging do you offer, blah, 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 like so much unnecessary crap. I ended up getting like hardly any replies. My biggest takeaway was that the more questions you ask in the initial contact, the more confused they'll probably be, and the less likely you'll get a reply or even a partial of all the information you were looking for. So the only things you need to ask the supplier to know if your potential product is worth pursuing and sourcing is, one, what is the price point for 500 and 5,000 units? And the reason you want to ask for the price of 500 and 5,000 units is that they'll probably quote you a better price at 5,000 units instead of 500. So now you know how low in price they can go with your product. So you have a slight upper hand when you start negotiating. And then number two, what is the product lead time? How soon can they make and ship out the product? And then number three, what would the shipping cost be to the US? They're gonna ask for an address. And so I would just give them your home address for now, since you most likely haven't created a shipping plan yet and you don't know which Amazon warehouse to send the product to. But asking just those three questions will save you a lot of time spent with suppliers whose prices that don't even end up aligning with your profit margin. And so in this phase, you're sifting out suppliers whose prices are just maybe too high or just don't make sense. And remember, your goal is to look for a supplier who can source your product and ship it out for a price point that can allow you to make at least a 25 to 33% profit margin, including Amazon FBA fees. Now, when it comes to placing an order, a way to really safeguard yourself is to use Alibaba's Trade Assurance filter. In essence, this gives you a protection against unforeseen product and shipping issues with your product purchase. Also, if you click verified supplier, this will filter out suppliers who don't meet specific credentials or are verified from third-party entities. Overall, it'll protect your money and it'll protect your product. It's always safe and smart to order a sample of your product. Usually, if you end up placing a larger order with that supplier, they will refund you the cost of the sample. I highly recommend doing this, especially if it's any kind of battery-oriented product or products that require a lot of assemble to be together. So real talk, to be completely honest with you, I have placed many orders on Alibaba without using trade assurances or even placing a sample. And you're probably asking, why would you do that? Honestly, if I find a product that I'm like really excited about and that's like hot and selling and I know it'll work out fine, I don't waste any time. I want to get it launched as soon as possible. And I know this seems crazy, but the other reason I'm okay with this route is I've learned from working with suppliers that they really do want to do a good job to win your trust, to win your business. Like, they fully understand if they provide an inferior product or screw up your order, they will lose your business in a second. And so I'm not suggesting to source with this approach. I'm just telling you firsthand my honest experience. It's not anything I would do when I first started selling on Amazon, but over time I've just gotten comfortable with this. Now, my first tip was actually mentioned previously. That is to create a new email account. I would also use this email for your Amazon Seller Central account and Helium 10. This really is helpful because once you get suppliers messaging you back and forth, you'll be getting email notifications left and right. Now, the second tip is actually the most important, which is you should be messaging at least 10 different suppliers, because in reality, you don't know what the normal or the market price is for your product. And so messaging at least 10 different suppliers will give you a good idea on what a good price and a bad price is for your product. I've always learned that the more suppliers I reach out to, the better price point I always end up getting. Is it more work? Yes. Will it help you get a better profit margin and make more money? Absolutely yes. Now, my third and last tip is to keep track of all this information from Alibaba on a spreadsheet. So for starters, you should be keeping track of things like the product price point, the shipping cost, the lead time, the shipping lead time, the estimated Amazon fees, your profit, the profit margin percentage, and feel free to track other indicators, but you should be at least tracking these numbers. I have a basic template that I use for myself and also the students in my program, and I've included this template down below in the video description, as well as free access to my product research course. So if this video has been helpful for you, please hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.